Hello everyone, my name is Linda Buchan. I'm a clinical psychologist and one of the directors at Axia. This is a short video to try to explain what Axia does, what's important to Axia. We are primarily a diagnostic and post-diagnostic service for neurodiverse individuals, their families and friends. In our diagnosis, we're guided by the diagnostic criteria, so that's the Diagnostic Statistical Manual and the International Classification of Diseases, along with NICE guidelines and also the major theoretical underpinnings of neurodiversity. The best way of understanding who Axia is to go on our Meet the Team page, where you will see photographs of everyone involved with Axia and a brief description of their role in Axia. These include our clinicians, our administrative support and our nerd consultants. More on that later. At Axia, our values and beliefs are extremely important in our work. We embrace the partnership model, which believes that people are the experts on themselves and that families are the experts on their children. Our task at Axia is to deliver our expertise in relationships of mutual respect and trust. We also believe fervently that neurodiversity brings enormous strengths to individuals, families, society and the world at large. And without neurodiversity, the world would be a much less interesting place to be. Thank you.
Hi, so I'm Sue Power and I'm the education lead here at Axia. I was appointed around 3 years ago because part of what we were missing here was actually liaising with school and gathering observations of children and involving teachers and SENCOs and other educational settings in the actual assessment process. I've come from a background of being a secondary school teacher, before that a teaching assistant and a youth worker, so obviously over the years been involved with different sort of meetings and things around young people, and think that it's really important that we all do work in partnership to make sure that we're getting the best outcome for that young person. And obviously if somebody is in education, they're spending a large amount of time at school or college or nursery, so it's really important that we're sort of seeing their side of things and involving them with the process, which then of course can be helpful for schools to make sure that reasonable adjustments are being put in place that are suitable for the young person and that can be agreed with the young person if appropriate and the family as well. One thing that comes up quite a lot is masking, and I think that schools and teachers are becoming more and more aware of young people actually masking in school, so not seeing necessarily behaviours that would indicate a neurodevelopmental difference in that person. So I think schools are more educated on that and knowing more about that at the moment. So I think that's important to recognise that obviously, you know, somebody can present quite differently in school to how they do at home.
Hello everyone, my name is Calvin Atkinson. I'm the co-director here, and through my work here I have given myself the title of the nerd consultant. What does that mean, you ask? Well, I value people's interests more than anything else. It's something that I bring to this company in a personal way, and through my somewhat encyclopedic knowledge, I bring to consultants, to our staff, and to our clinicians that knowledge of things like anime, video games, movies, the works, and I tell them exactly how that is informed that person's way of thinking and their lifestyle. And I want to prove once for all that things that we view as obsessions can really be considered passions and can enrich people's lives. I think we need to value these aspects of people to prove that they have a clever and unique skill into themselves, and through that I have used my YouTube channel to promote coming together with my other colleagues that you're going to see later to create a podcast called the Anime Amigos as part of our post-diagnostic support. And I even wrote my book, The Nerd Consultant's Guide to Anime, as a way to help bring that knowledge past my business to other clinicians and other parents so they can truly understand for themselves. My job might sound weird and out of proportion with this industry, but it has shown results, and I believe it is effective.
I'm Chapman. I'm one of the members of the Anime Amigos, and I'm part of the social media team. Axia has helped me out a lot over the years. When I first came to them, I was definitely in my darkest place. I was going through major anxiety issues. I ended up having to leave college. Coming here was definitely the best choice that I made. They gave me great advice. They would always listen, and I always felt like I was at the very least getting some help. I was definitely getting some help while here. I'm honestly surprised with how much they supported me afterwards, and also just like the fact that I'm actually working for them and kind of helping them is just like, oh, wow, I was not expecting this when I came here like at the age of 18. They've been great to work with as well. Honestly, it feels like the ideal job for me, just sitting, talking with friends about things I enjoy, and it never feels like I'm constricted with what I'm able to talk about here as well. I'm always given the platform. I'm always given a place where I'm able to speak I'm ultimately able to speak my mind, and I'm able to talk about mostly what I want. It's just been absolutely great coming here, and also just joining this team has honestly probably for me been one of the best decisions I've ever made in my entire life. It's just been great.
I'm Risa Malek. I'm 26. I first came to Axia over nearly 5 years ago when I had a mental break after leaving university, where I was hospitalised by the NHS. Then during my diagnosis there by diagnosticians, I was referred to Axia when I was released. Axia to me is the epitome of excellence. Every member of staff here is professional, courteous and very caring. I literally could not ask for better people to work with here. Being a member of the Anime Amigos allows me to express myself and my hobbies to people who I normally wouldn't be able to talk to. And I've made lifelong friends here. No day feels forced when I'm here. And on top of the amazing services Axia provides, it also did the monthly post-diagnostic support group. Unfortunately, due to COVID, that had to be put online for the minute. But that definitely was one of the highlights of coming to Axia after my diagnosis. Being able to routinely, every 6 weeks, come talk to others about what it's like to be autistic, problems we have, and how we can improve them moving forwards. I wasn't diagnosed as a child. I was only diagnosed by Linda when I left university. So I had my entire life, I never knew I was autistic. I thought I was just the outcast. But coming here, it's definitely changed my life, and I'd recommend everyone to come to Axia if you need a diagnosis.
Hello, I'm Dream. I was diagnosed as being on the autism spectrum by Axia in 2013. During my post-diagnostic follow-up sessions, I volunteered to help Axia with the website, and over time became part of the team. I record and edit Axia's PDSG presentations, which we share on the website, and I've participated in their newest digital story project, which was inspired by Sheena Mansell, another Axia team member. Oh, and Axia did encourage me to write a book, which they then published. Being diagnosed in my mid-40s after being made redundant was both a shock, but also a relief. To be given an understanding and to feel understood in a time of trauma is of immense value, and I feel genuinely blessed to have been guided through the process by Axia ASD.